What's the most unforgivable thing the school has ever done to your child? My daughter Emma has type 1 diabetes. She was diagnosed when she was 7. It means she needs insulin shots throughout the day or she could literally die. The school knew this. I filled out every form, met with the principal, met with the nurse. They had her medical plan on file. Emma carried her insulin pump and glucose monitor everywhere. It was attached to her body. It beeped when her blood sugar got too high or too low. In October, she got a new teacher, Mrs. Palmer. Young, fresh out of college, thought she knew everything. Second week of school, Emma's monitor started beeping during a math test. Her blood sugar was dropping fast. She needed to eat something immediately. She raised her hand. Mrs. Palmer, I need to check my sugar. Mrs. Palmer looked annoyed. Emma, we're in the middle of a test. You should have taken care of that before class. But I need to check it now. It's beeping. That's a distraction to other students. Put it away until after the test. Emma tried explaining it was a medical emergency. Mrs. Palmer thought she was lying to get out of the test. If you keep disrupting class, you'll get a 0 and go to the principal's office. Emma was scared. She was a good kid who never got in trouble, so she sat there, trying to finish her test while her monitor kept beeping. 20 minutes later, Emma passed out, face down on her desk. The other kids started screaming. Mrs. Palmer finally realized something was actually wrong. The school nurse found Emma unconscious. Her blood sugar had dropped to 40. Another 10 minutes and she could have had a seizure or gone into a coma. They called an ambulance. I got the call at work. Your daughter's being taken to Memorial Hospital. I've never driven so fast in my life. When I got there, Emma was awake but confused. She didn't remember passing out. The doctor told me if the nurse hadn't given her emergency glucose, Emma could have died in a classroom during a math test. I went straight to the school the next day. I was ready to destroy someone. The principal tried to calm me down. Mrs. Palmer is new. She didn't understand the severity of Emma's condition. She had Emma's medical file. I met with you people. There's a plan in place. We're going to retrain all our staff on medical protocols. That wasn't good enough. I wanted Mrs. Palmer fired. The principal said they couldn't fire her over one mistake. One mistake? My daughter almost died. I filed a formal complaint with the school district. They investigated, talked to witnesses, reviewed Emma's medical records. Their conclusion? Mrs. Palmer followed school policy. Students aren't allowed to use phones or devices during tests. Emma's monitor looked like a phone. I lost my mind. It's not a phone. It's a medical device keeping my child alive. They said Mrs. Palmer couldn't have known the difference. The device has insulin pump written on it in big letters. There's literally a medical alert symbol. I hired a lawyer. We filed a lawsuit against the school and Mrs. Palmer personally. During depositions, Mrs. Palmer admitted she thought Emma was faking. She said kids these days make up medical conditions to get special treatment. She called my daughter a liar. On record, the case took 8 months. The school tried to settle twice. I refused both times. I wanted everyone to know what they did. I wanted Mrs. Palmer's teaching license revoked. We finally went to court last month. The jury took 2 hours to find the school liable. We were awarded $400,000. But it wasn't about money. Mrs. Palmer lost her teaching license. She can never work in a school again. The school district had to implement mandatory medical training for all staff. Emma's case became the example they use. Emma's 12 now. She still has nightmares about that day. She's terrified of asking for help at school. Last week, her new teacher saw her monitor beeping. She immediately stopped class and asked if Emma needed anything. Emma said no, she was fine. But the teacher waited anyway. Made sure. That's what should have happened 3 years ago. My daughter shouldn't have to nearly die for teachers to take her medical condition seriously.